everyone. Well, today marks a first. Out of the 4 or 5 years that I've been doing Matt's Minutes, this is the first time I will ever talk about a specific investment. We're going to have a brief discussion about I bonds. We've been having a lot of people ask questions about I bonds, and I've actually been trying to figure out in the most compliant way how I can educate and offer factual information about I bonds, because we want to be a resource to all of you. And so what I have been told that I can do is I cannot make a recommendation about I bonds. I can only share factual information about them. Now, you may notice that in the body of this email below this video, there's some bullet points. There's links to go to learn more information, but just a little bit of information about why we haven't talked about I bonds before. And here's why: we can't offer them. You can't buy them at your bank. You can only get them by going through the Treasury. And what they are is they're savings bonds that are issued through the government. And a bond, a lot of you know what they are, but a bond is basically like an IOU, where you give somebody, an entity, a certain amount of money, and they will give you a stated return for a certain period of time. Well, I bonds will typically pay a fixed rate plus a variable rate based on inflation. Well, we all know where inflation is right now. And so, again, in an attempt to not make a recommendation, because I can't, I'll share with you a little bit of information. So these I bonds are currently paying 9.62%. That is the new rate that was instituted in May, and that rate is good through October. Now, they're a 30-year bond. So that means that the IOU comes due after 30 years. Does that mean you have to hold it for 30 years? No, not necessarily. But there's some information about, like, if you wanted to get access to your money that you've put into these I bonds after less than 30 years, there's some details in the body of this email below this video. You can purchase $10,000 per person, plus an additional $5,000 if you're using your federal income tax return. But like I said, I haven't brought this up before because we can't offer them. You can't buy them on the open market or through banks. And because I can't offer them, I can't necessarily make a recommendation on them. The purpose of this video is just to educate you about them. If you have other questions about them, we're happy to try to educate or point you in the right direction. But most importantly, we wanted you to be aware of them if you weren't already aware of them. Like I said, if you've got further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Take care. Talk to you soon.